Welcome back to another edition of Health Hack. I am Melissa Deely, and this week I am talking about hypnotherapy. And today I want to talk about what is hypnotherapy. And I want to let you know that you actually spend much of your day in a trance. So that is what we take people into in a trance when we are working with them in healing modalities of hypnotherapy. And you already naturally do this, which means it's really easy for you to be hypnotized and have the health and healing benefits from it. And so times when you're in a state of trance are times when you've got in the car and you've driven from point A to point B, and along that drive you suddenly get to somewhere and you're like, I don't remember anything of the last 10 minutes of my drive. That's because you were driving in a state of trance. You're also in a state of trance very often when you are relaxing and watching television. You're also in a state of trance potentially if you get in an elevator, and particularly if it's an elevator that you ride in all the time, and you just get in the elevator and you're going up to the 16th floor to your office building. And as the elevator goes up from the first floor to the 16th floor, you're just not paying attention. You're in a trance. And then suddenly you're like, oh, it's the 16th floor and I have to get out. That is another example of a state of trance. So a state of trance or hypnosis is relaxation, deep relaxation. It's also 10,000 times greater focus for your unconscious mind in whatever it is that you're working on in that guided state of trance when you're doing hypnotherapy with a hypnotherapist for the purpose of healing. It is a guided experience versus the driving or the elevator or watching television is not a guided experience. It is best for intelligent people, for creative people. And a lot of people believe that when you're hypnotized that you lose all control. And in fact, the complete opposite is true. You are actually in a state of greater control because of that increased focus. And so when you're hypnotized, you are not going to do anything that you wouldn't do when you're not hypnotized. So I know that there's a lot of entertainment hypnotists out there, and they might, have people play pranks or things like that. That's for humor. That's for people that are planted in the audience to do that, et cetera, et cetera. But in the real world where we're using hypnotherapy as a healing modality, your unconscious mind isn't going to allow you to do anything that you wouldn't normally do. So if you think that you're going to be told to go rob a bank, if you wouldn't normally rob a bank, you are not going, your unconscious mind isn't going to accept that suggestion. But your unconscious mind will accept suggestions with 10,000 more times more focus on something that you want to achieve. And that's where hypnotherapy can be such a powerful modality. So in my next session, I'm going to talk about what hypnotherapy is not, so you can get a really clear understanding of what it is and what it isn't, and determine if it's something that you might be interested in and want to learn more about.